This is just a random string. I was trying to type and hold baby at the same time. As you can see, I missed film one. Okay. Good morning. Hey, Terry. How are you? I can't type right now. My hands are full. Hmm. I'm not sure how much latency there is between me and you, but there's like a little gap of time. So yeah, she was she was up late serenading her mom and daddy with her talking, I guess, last night. So she's tired. My daughter just brought her down to me. And I was playing yarn chicken with the shawl. This color right here. I didn't have enough to go around, but I have enough for this to get back to the end, and then I won't have enough to go. So this is the um last row for the shawl, and I gotta weave in the ends on this. So I can get it in the mail on Monday. Then I gotta weave in the ends on the Sesame Street blanket, put the border on it. Then I gotta start piecing together the other Sesame Street blanket, and I gotta make 3 more blocks for that one. Um, then I have all my whips over here behind me in the corner, and so I gotta start spinning for Tour de Fleece as well, which is hard to do because I can't spin while the baby is in here with me. Um, so I have to do it like maybe an hour or two before bedtime. No, it's a hybrid. This was a pattern that's gonna be coming out called the Whispered Wish Shawl by Fierce Hook Nicole Wagner. But I got bored, and since it's a shop sample for someone, I started doing my own thing on the shawl. So um, I added a row of puff stitches. So I added a row of puff stitches. I don't know if you can see that. So I added a row of puff stitches, and I added another row of double crochet increases. And there's 3 rows of double crochet increases. And then I added a shell stitch here, and then it'll be finishing with the shell stitches as the border. Um, I call it it's like a missing slice of pie. The way it opens up, he is not happy. He should stay on the bed and talking too loud. This is what it looks like. It's okay. It's okay. And since it's wool, it's gonna have to be blocked after I finish. And it'll probably be a third or twice as large as it is now. Depends on how hard she blocks it. Okay, Grandma, sorry. Grandma, sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, okay. the the yarn is, I hope you can hear me, but the yarn is by Organized Chaos Yarn. Um, and I will post a link to their Etsy and stuff later. Um, let's see. Okay, so I posted, I don't know if it went through or not, but I posted a link to their Etsy shop. Yeah, there it goes. So that's the yarn I'm using. Um, and of course, I'm using my Susan Bates hooks. Although I have been practicing with uh, boy style hooks again, because it's easier using those to make the amigurumis um, than Susan Bates because of the point they have on it's easier to get in between the stitches um, and crochet a little tighter. When I like make the little pigs and stuff for my sister and brothers and stuff. Brother. But this variegated yarn that they did is very pretty with the greens and purples. But I have, let me see, 3 blankets, work, no, 4 blanket work in progress. One of them is a king size blanket. Um, I have a pair of socks, a pair of fingerless gloves using a broken C stitch with 2 colors, and and then I have some yarn from Whisper Wind Fiber Mills that I I had caked up to make this shawl, but I'm thinking I'm gonna use it instead to make a flax for an adult. I have to decide. Um, I gotta check that pattern that I had for that shawl for errata first because when I started the shawl, it my count kept getting off, and I took it out, put it, tried it like 2 or 3 times. So there's something wrong with getting it. Either I'm not reading the pattern correctly, or just I gotta check it for errata. I have one clover hook, and I think that I bought, and I think I gave that away. And then someone gave me some crochet hooks, and there was a clover hook in that set. But I can't stand those hooks the way they're, because I have huge hands. My hands are big, and so those hooks they dig into my palm. They hurt my palm, and so I can't stand them. It's like people don't think when they create some of these items like this Susan book. These hooks are the most comfortable for me because they're long. They're long, so these have been the most comfortable hooks ever for me. Um, because I see how much room I have with this hook. Other people with small hands might not find this hook comfortable, but I love them. I love them. The only problem with these hooks is that some of the some of the heads on them, the gap on the side isn't as deep as some of the other ones, and that's a manufacturing error right there, because some of them, because this is like the second H that I got with this hook, like this particular hook, and the head on this one is a lot better than the original one, which I just tossed it in the garbage because it was just horrible, horrible. The yarn just kept popping right out of it, and so now when I go to Joann's, because Joann's is pretty much the only place that has this particular Susan Bates hook in my local area. I haven't been in a while, so I probably should order some online. But just to have extra ones, because sometimes you drop a hook somewhere, especially when you carry your projects with you to different states, to the job. I've lost them where they fallen out the car, and I didn't realize they had fallen out the car. Um, all kinds of stuff. I found a crochet hook when we were cleaning out my car. It was it was stuck underneath the chair, the slide for the chair. It was wedged up under there some kind of way, and it was one of the hooks I thought I had lost. I thought it had fallen out the car. I lost the hook in my daughter's car. I don't know if it fell out the car at the Michael's parking lot or if it's actually still in her car. Um, I've dropped them in the yard and found them months later. Uh, it's just weird how you lose hooks. So, and working with this sock weight yarn, fingering, bordering on fingering because of my tension. Well, it is fingering and sock weight, but I could, with the tension that you put on it, you can pull it to like a heavy lace weight. Uh, with crochet, for me anyway, I tend to hold my yarn a little bit tighter with this small yarn like this. If I was knitting, I wouldn't be holding it so tightly. Um, um, but I got on my finger cuff because working with the orange yarn with the lena in it, it's a little rough, and it was it was running a rut across my finger, so I had to put my finger cuff back on. And holding her like this, I can't get up to speed, so I'm going a lot slower than I'm used to doing. It's frustrating. But the good thing about this yarn, I don't know which base this is, but this yarn, it doesn't split at all. The Stellina was splitting, but I think that's just because it's not as tightly spun as this sockwood yarn right here, and it has cashmere in it, so it's very very soft yarn, very nice yarn. Hello everybody that joined. Feel free to chat. As you can see, my hands are full, so I'm not able to type right now. But we got to get our stitches in where we can. My husband woke me up when he got up to go to work this morning. I was gonna have a lie in, but once you're up, you're up. So I decided to go ahead and get up and start my day, work on the shawl. The sooner it's done, the sooner I can leave in the ends on that blanket. Would give a sense of accomplishment, something like that. You get all the ends woven in, you put the border on it, and you feel good because it's for her. It's something that she can have for her entire lifetime. And if she takes care of it, and she's old enough to have kids, I would love it. If I live to see that day, it'll be a blessing. But if I don't, then she'll have that blanket grandma made her. And, Lord, making me tear up. So, she'll have something that she takes care of it that she can pass down to her children or keep it to use with her grandchildren one day. You know, so yeah, that's why everybody should learn a craft, some type of craft, so that they can leave a part of themselves behind for the next generation. It's like you leave a part of yourself, so like they say, gone but not forgotten. See, my mama, she loved making cakes, so I don't have any of her recipe books or any of that stuff. I'm pretty sure other people have that. But, yeah. So my grandson, he's due on the 11th, and I've told you guys that before. But she's down in North Carolina visiting her granddaddy on her father's side of the family, and so um, she's short, so she looks really, really, really pretty. I believe it's like 14, and that's pushing it. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I have a granddaughter and a grandson, and so I'm working on a flat slate for him. I'm doing it in 6 to 12 months, but this is how far I've gotten on that. I have to do, I think I have to do 8 more, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16 more rows. I have 16 more rows to go before I split for the sleeves. And this has been a lot of fun. I want to work on this. Um, but I know that if I go ahead and finish leaving in the ends on that blanket and get that out of the way, then I can enjoy my time working on that sweater more. Since it's for him for 6 to 12 months, I got time to work on it. I've already made two blankets that I've already given to her for him, and then I have um, the Sesame Street blankets. So that'd be 3 blankets for him, and then I'm gonna do one of those little hoodie pant sets that I did before that I did for my coworker. I'm gonna make one of those for him too. I have some lime brand mandala, and it's a number 3 weight that I'm gonna use to make him a hoodie and pant set. It's gonna be in the 6 to 12 month size too, because it's summertime, and even though the temperatures are been cooler than average, he doesn't need a hoodie and pant set for the summertime. So I'm gonna do the 6 to 12 months for that as well. So and I got also that little dress I made. I bought some what's it called? You know, the sash stuff. I can't think of the word right now. I bought some of that to put around it, and I also bought those little tiny roses, and I got to sew a couple of the roses on around it up by the neckline. Um, so yeah, some embellishments uh, for that. That one, like I said, I'm gonna give to my daughter's gonna have her give it to her friend who has a baby that's younger than me, and then I'm making B a new one that's bigger. And, you should post a picture of your mom's quilt, share it with other people. Yeah, I also got to do two shawls. I'll probably do bar shawls for they're fast and easy. But I have two skeins of shawl and a cape, different colors that my coworker gave me for Christmas, and so I got to do two shawls with that. Go ahead and get it out of my inventory, so to speak. Um, yeah, but one thing about those blankets, um, they definitely do burn up some yarn. So I told my husband this might be the year of blankets because I gave my big chocolate blanket to my dad. It's a queen size blanket. So when I went home the last time, I took that down there and I gave that to him. And so I got to make another blanket for our bed. And I'm thinking of my friend Elizabeth. She did one using granny squares. It's like a flower motif. And I'm thinking about doing something similar for our bed. I just have to pick out the yarns and the colors. But unlike Elizabeth, I will be weaving in my ends as I go. So that once the blanket is done, all I have to do is sew the pieces together and put on my border. Um, yeah, like with B's blanket, most of her ends I crocheted over them. I just need to go through and weave it in a little bit and then snip it. They're not. I could just go ahead and just cut them off now if I wanted to, but I want to ensure that those ends are good and secure so that that blanket will last and last and last, and I don't have to ever worry about a, a, a curious or industrious child finding one of those ends and being able to pull part of that blanket apart. Well, you should go ahead and get started. Um, Terry, it's the only thing I don't like about it is having to piece stuff together. I'm used, zipping along, and once it's big enough, and I'm done. Um, with these, you actually have to count how many squares you made, and then if you do squares in different colors, you have to lay them out. Like her blanket, I laid out, and I placed the pieces, trying to figure out how I wanted them to be, um, with where I wanted different colors to be, which colors I wanted to touch. Uh, so you should do it. You can even plot it out on paper first, which colors you want to use and stuff like that. So, but yeah, but I like my chocolate. Chocolate, chocolate is my weakness, right? That's my kryptonite, and that's why I made that big blanket like that. It was like chocolate surrounded by dark chocolate. It was. I might if I could find the colors because I was thinking about doing another one, but then AC Moore got bought out, and our local AC Moore closed down, and the yarn in that store went so fast it wasn't even funny. And then I didn't get a chance to get back out there when the last truck came. But I was thinking about getting their yarn and using that yarn. Hey Vicky, how are you? Long time no hear from, girl. What you been up to? How many animals have you adopted since the last time I saw you? None. How many animals have your kids tried to talk you into adopting? What? Are they finally growing up? Oh, we lost our older cat Bev. She she um had feline leukemia, so we went ahead and had her put down. She was let me see. We've had that cat pretty much since Junior started school. He'll be 21 on his birthday. So track five from that. So yeah, and she was a small cat to start with, but she just started losing all her weight. She couldn't keep no weight on, and so yeah, she holds onto your clothes. The baby holds onto your clothes so that you can't. She knows if you try to move her. Yes, that was a black cat. Black just had like a little teeny tiny spot of white on her chest. Yeah, yeah. She's the one I have that picture of with her claws are out like that. And she was laying in my yard, my hand spun yarn. Luna is 13 months. On the 2nd of July, she'll be 14 months. She was running the streets last night, talking her mom and daddy to death, up and playing. She ain't gonna go to bed. So now she's crashing. She's sleeping on grandma. So how much cross stitch have you done lately? Or was it beading? No, it was cross stitch, wasn't it? This is it. This is number one. This is the only one. Um, I have a grandson that's due July the 11th with my second oldest daughter. This is my oldest daughter's first baby, and my second oldest daughter, she's gonna have her first child. Um, July the 11th. Girl, it's heavy, solid. I'm trying to remember. You had made something Christmas. It was some kind of Christmas. Oh, you had made a little Christmas. Was it a snowman or Santa Claus? You were you and you had made some kind of calendar too. I think an advent calendar maybe for Christmas. I'm trying to remember. But you know I don't sew, so it might have been sewing. Yeah. I know I was looking so forward this year to going to more fiber festivals. I wanted to go to the Shenandoah um, Fiber Festival. I don't think they counted that one, but they should, considering you got a new resurgence of cases in Virginia, in Florida, and other states. So they should cancel that. I think they should cancel it. Yeah, we had such a good time last year at Ryan. We were planning to go again this year, me and ladies, um, from our midnight, and we were going to rent a house again and everything, but yeah, that's not going to happen. There, we every when they did that opening up and Memorial Day, there were so many people came here to Virginia Beach. So now the cases in our state are on the upswing. Not as bad as some of the other states. Oh, Maryland Sheepwood was May. Yeah, it was canceled right away. And I don't know. I think they canceled Rhinebeck. They should, because Rhinebeck, you have people from all over the world coming here for Rhinebeck. So that would make upstate New York a serious hotspot for that virus if somebody infected came there. What projects are you working on right now, Vicky? You too, Terry. What projects are y'all currently working on? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm happy to hear that you got a new grandbaby coming. Hope you feel better soon. Is it the is it arthritis or fibromyalgia? I have a friend who has fibromyalgia, and she has periods, so for months she can't do any crafting. Um, yes, I work from home most of the time. I don't know if you see my laptop and the other monitor over there. So during the week, I set those up and I work from home. And then, but Friday I went in to work half the day in the office and the rest of the time here at home because my coworker, his wife passed Friday, and they needed help out in the office. So I got my mask and everything. There's only like 10 of us down there, and it's a huge room. They got us space like 2 cubicles between each person, and they're constantly coming through cleaning and stuff. So our company was very, very conscious about ways to make sure that we could keep working and we could work safely from the office if we didn't have access to computers and stuff at home, as well as getting us the getting. Oh, well, I'm using my personal laptop. Um, but they have already passed out all of the company laptops, so they made using Citrix and stuff so that people could work from home securely. Well, I don't know. I might be playing yarn chicken again. I might not make it to the end with this color either. It looked like it was more than it was. Oh well. So I'll make it. Maybe not. Let me see. I thought I might make it to the end. Keep your fingers crossed. Oh my goodness. Um, with the upswing in cases, no, I'm not gonna make it to the end. That's not gonna be enough. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. If there were 0 cases between now and August in this area, between now and September the 6th, then yeah. But there are new cases being reported every day in this state, in different places in this state where people had traveled. When they started opening stuff back up, they traveled. They didn't have it. They traveled somewhere, picked it up, and then brought it back to their home area. So you imagine all these kids whose parents probably took them to grandparents or family members because they essential personnel. They had to work, and and then people started getting sick. One of the ladies at my job told me Friday that her best friend parents lost both her parents to the virus. Um, I can't imagine what some of these families are going through, and the parent and the grandparents, her parents, they probably got it from the teenagers going back and forth to visit and check on grandma and grandpa, you know. And some people just stupid. I mean, the first week in after they did the shutdown, there were people having freaking block parties. Can you believe that? Block parties. And the police didn't do anything about it. But then I look at it like this: if you're stupid enough to go to a freaking block party, then you get what you get, and I have no sympathy for you. So, I'm definitely not gonna make it to the end. Okay, I guess I'm just go ahead and start pulling it out. Let's see. It's so pretty. Yeah, definitely not gonna make it to the end. You know, let's see if this thing is still. Yeah, it looked like it was more. It looked like it was more than it was um when I started. But yeah, that's nowhere near enough to get to the end. So now I have to pull out that last row. He is home. He had been in the hospital with bilateral blood clots in his lungs, but he is back home now, and he's doing as well as can be expected, um, considering his Alzheimer's, dementia. So, hey, you trying to make a grandma talking too loud. I'm sorry. Sorry. So, Victor, are you using any homeopathic like herbs and stuff to help you with your arthritis? And there we go. All that was left. And so it would go, send it back. She could probably use it for something else. So I'll just have to leave in the ends, and then she has to block this out. But so this is it. Since this is the only project within reach, I guess I can get on my um get on this flex light. All right, I'm gonna go. Y'all take care.